Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, you just can't seem to get ahead financially? Like you're trapped in a cycle where your dreams keep getting postponed until someday, but that someday never seems to come. I know that feeling because I've been there. I wasn't born into wealth. In fact, there was a time when I could barely afford to pay my rent. I used to think that financial freedom was something only a lucky few could achieve. But over time, I learned something that changed everything. And today I want to share that with you. Because here's the truth. The biggest financial limitations don't come from your bank account. They come from your mind. When I was struggling, I used to believe things like, money is hard to come by, or people like me aren't meant to be rich. Those thoughts were like invisible chains, holding me back from even trying to improve my situation. It wasn't until I started changing the way I thought about money that I began to see real change in my life. You see, the mind is incredibly powerful. It can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. If you tell yourself every day that you'll never be financially free, your mind will believe it and you'll act in ways that keep you stuck. But if you start telling yourself a different story, if you start believing that abundance is possible for you, you'll be amazed at what can happen. Here's one of the biggest lessons I've learned on my journey. Wealth doesn't start with money, it starts with value. When you focus on creating value, whether it's through a business, a skill, or even the way you serve others, you open the door to financial opportunities. I'll give you an example. When I was starting out, I didn't have much money, but I had time and a willingness to learn. So I invested in developing skills that people were willing to pay for. I didn't chase quick money. I focused on becoming valuable. And as I added more value to the world, money naturally followed. But here's where a lot of people get stuck. They think, I'll start when I have more time, or I'll invest in myself once I have more money. That's backwards. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. The best time to start is now. Start small if you have to. Read one book, take one class, offer one service. But whatever you do, start. Because every step you take moves you closer to the life you want. Another thing I learned along the way is the importance of letting go of limiting beliefs about money. Growing up, I was taught that money is the root of all evil, that rich people are greedy, and that it's more noble to struggle. But you know what I've realized? Money is just a tool. It amplifies who you already are. If you're kind, generous, and mindful, having more money will allow you to do even more good in the world. It will give you the freedom to take care of your family, support causes you care about, and live life on your own terms. And that's not something to feel guilty about. That's something to embrace. So, if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. You are not powerless, you are not stuck, and you are not destined to struggle forever. You have the power to change your financial future, but it starts with changing your mindset. Start believing that you are capable of abundance. Start focusing on how you can create value in the world. And most importantly, start taking action, no matter how small, because every small step adds up. You've got this. I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself.